What is going on, guys? If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. Of course, it was my birthday yesterday, and if you didn't get me anything, don't worry, you can subscribe and it will make up to me. But without further ado, we've got 4 methods to make you a ton of coins as usual. So as I say, if you're new around here, subscribe, drop a like down below if you are returning, and enjoy the video. But without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, first of all, we've got Gold, Common, United States and Bundesliga, and you might think that's a really random filter. Well, it is, but we're using marquee matchups, nations, to determine our filters. Now, it's not because the players have gone up because of marquee matchups, we're just using it as inspiration. So this one here, you get the likes of Brooks and Reina, so you've got a couple players there, both in the Bundesliga, both fairly cheap. Now, 750 is snipeable. You can sell these guys on for 900, so it's not a bad shout, but it's not really what we're looking for. We're looking for those kind of better snipes where you get the 400-500s. Now obviously you're not going to consistently get ridiculous snipes, which is why we can also use this as a really easy bidding filter. Now we're going to start at 700, see what we can pick up. We won't spend too long, and then we're going to do some bidding. Obviously I will show you the result of the bidding either at the end of this video or at the start of the video tomorrow, but so far bidding filters have always gone quite well for us. We had the silver Eredivisie, we had the silver French Prem recently, and then obviously we got this guy's coming up as well. So I'd say I'm pretty confident in picking up quite a few cards. Now obviously, as I say, you're not going to get smash out snipes every single time, so we'll do a 10 count. If nothing comes up, I'll show you how you want to bid. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Right, what you want to do is set the max price to, I'd say 550 is probably a fair place to start. So we go Reina, you got Brooks there with a bid, you got a Reina. I reckon we can probably win one in 3 cards, maybe more. I feel like this filter is going to be very unsaturated, and I feel like at 350 we're going to get a lot of these guys. So what I'll do is I'll bid on a ton of them. We'll sell them probably at 850 or 900. Maybe the 850 mark might be a little bit better because, as I say, we're going to probably pick up a ton, so it'll probably be easy to sell them on. Now I don't want to go past an hour because I want to hopefully be able to have won a few of these pretty quickly, but we're going to move on obviously to the next nation, and the next nation brings us over to Brazil. Now what that means is we don't have a lot of options. We have a few but not a ton, which means we're going to go for the simple and the easy. We're going to go for Brazil, we're going to go left back, but we have 2 variations. So first of all we go left back gold rare, and we'll see what the standard is. I'll just check if there is. So there is Ismaili, who kind of ruins this filter, so we're going to go Liga Santander. Now, you do still have Marcelo on the Liga Santander. He's actually reduced a little bit in price compared to what we usually have in that, which means we're actually going to move over to Defender, and we're going to go Atletico Madrid. Now, I did obviously want to show you Marcelo, but he's actually gone up a little bit since we last checked on him, whereas the other left back, Renan Lodi, hasn't. So you got Lodi here, along with, you'll also have Felipe. So a nice little selection here. So if we go at 2.4, you got a couple there, not too many. If we go down to 2.1, we got, as I say, a couple there. So we'll snipe. I mean, 1.9 is good to sell at 2.2, so that isn't too bad. Let's have a look. So 1.9, I'm trying to work out EA tax here. So if we're picking them up at 2.1 and below, we're not. Sorry, 1.9, we'll sell them on for 2.2. 10% is 220, half that is 110. So we're making like 195 profit, or 190 I think per card, which definitely isn't bad, and we will take. That was terrible maths from me under a short period of time, so I do apologise for that. We do have another Brazilian filter, but only because the marquee matchups this week has some peculiar teams, which means it's a little bit harder to find filters for some of the nations. I think Brazil a little bit easier, and USA wasn't terribly tricky, but then we've got like the likes of Turkey, the likes of Chile, you know, where it's a little bit harder to get a filter that's going to work and make you coins consistently. Now it would be nice if this one could make us coins consistently as well. It does seem like Lodi doesn't want to show his face too much, but we'll do a bit of compare price, see what comes up. Obviously, as I say, we've got the likes of Chile, you've got the likes of Egypt, you know, there's not many that you can do with that. Senegal as well, Mexico, and then we do have Portugal as well. So you've got a few filters there, but you've not got a ton that we can really work with, whereas you can a little bit more with the Brazils, the Portugals, and so on. Now, if we can just get one of these, that'll be wonderful. Is one came up? 1.9. Brilliant. Right, we'll take the second 1.9. We'll move on to the other Brazil filter because, as I say, we don't want to spend too much time on it, but we also don't. I've listed that way under. We meant to do 2.2, but we'll take it. We'll go for one more just because I've made that mistake. We'll see if we can get a little bit of a recovery snipe that hopefully makes some of those coins back. Because even though that was profit, it wasn't good profit, and we want good profit every time. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, we're going to go on to a pretty simple one. Not much to change. Centre back, Brazil, Liga Santander. We don't want to go Atletico Madrid. We want to go just centre back. So you've got Paulista, you've got Carlos, and you've got a few others. Now, we obviously got Militao there. Is he going to show up? It's probably unlikely. He's a little bit expensive. Still kind of, I think he's still hyped over previous years, but then also the fact that he's Real Madrid definitely pushes up his price a little bit. Now, we're going to be selling these on at 1.3, I'd say probably. 1.4 maybe is arguable, so we could go for 1.2s on the basis that we're selling them at 1.4. EA tax is 70 coins, so it's 130 coins profit per card. Not brilliant, but we'll take it, especially when if we snipe at 1.2, we could easily get maybe a Militao. Say we go at 1.1 and we get all the Paulistas, but someone lists Militao at 1.2, will be fuming. So we obviously want to give ourselves the best bracket to get a Militao or some of the other guys who are a little bit higher. And you're still going to get Paulistas like that at 1k, where you're making the extra bit of profit there that we're not making off the other one. So it's nice to get constant flow of players as well. You're guaranteeing yourself no loss, because at worst, worst case scenario, market goes down, you sell at 1.3, you're still in profit and no loss, but it's not going to happen. 1.4, 1.5 is a comfortable sell, and hopefully we can maybe even get a little bit more if we can get a Militao or who's the final player on this floor. I'm definitely forgetting someone. You got Felipe there. He's unlikely but possible. Militao, Felipe, Paulista. Okay, I think it was Felipe, but as I say, he's unlikely, but he's still available, which is part of the fun of sniping. We've got the chance of getting someone good that we might not always have. Now we're going to go for a little bit of we like that one. We're going to go Portugal. We're not going to go for the standard. I know you guys are probably expecting Man City Portugal. We're not going to go for that one. We're going to go for a little bit of a curveball per se in right backs. So we're going to go Premier League right back, Portugal, and then we're going to go up. How much are these going for? So you've got Ricardo Pereira, you've got Semedo here, and 2.4, so definitely not too bad. Ricardo Pereira obviously going for a little bit more, but we can definitely pick up some of him in the... I can't even speak. We can pick up some of him in the midst of the others. Now, 2.4, comfortable sell on there. EA tax 10% is 240 coins. Half that obviously for EA tax at 120. Now that means if we go here, we're making 80 coins profit. Here is 180, which is comfortably enough near that 200 coin mark that I'll take it. And also what you've got to bear in mind is as well, the chances are actually we can probably sell on 2.5. There wasn't many at 2.4. We can probably make a fair bit off of him higher than that 2.4 mark. And if I'm yawning, it's not because I'm tired of doing videos, guys. I'm tired of not making tons of profit. So EA, if you could just bless us, if I can do a countdown and you can just bless us with the result, that would be wonderful. And I will have a look just to see. I believe there's a Senegalese special filter, but I need to check. And we'll do that at the end just to see if it still works, because I believe it may be in the mix as one of the better filters available. Now, I will say, Semedo doesn't seem to want to show his face too much, but we're hoping we won't get kicked out of the market. We'll go in, we'll give it another shot, and then I'll show you the final filter. So we're going back in, we're going to give it one more shot, and hopefully we can get a Semedo. If we don't, or even a Ricardo Pereira, I wouldn't say no to that. If we don't, we'll move on to the final filter, and hopefully you guys have learned enough to make you a ton of coins today. Obviously, as usual, subscribe if you have enjoyed the content, or if you feel like you're going to make some coins. Even if you don't like me, but you like the idea of making coins, you might as well subscribe. We're on our way to 15k by the end of the year. Should have hit like 25, 30 this year. I know I fell off partway through for mental health reasons, but I'm back and I'm more determined than ever to absolutely smash this. Somado out of the bag last minute. We love to see it. We're going to go for a 2.4 just to get a quick sale, but I definitely think we could push a 2.5. Now, finally, we're going to move on to that Senegalese filter. So what we do is you want to go special. Senegal, which is at the end here, Senegal there, and I believe we've got the likes of, so you've got Diatta, you got Sene, you got Balde, or Baldi, you got Koulibaly, you got Mendy, you got Sarr, you got a couple guys here. If you set it to Prem, you've got a decent filter there, and what we'll do is we're going to see what the cheapest are. So 10k, 250, oh that definitely doesn't count. Minimum buy now as 10 would be ideal. So 20k, you got this Diatta card and Gaye, so let's have a look at 17. Not too many, but I reckon we can get a Diatta for 13k. Looking at how many, okay, 12, that's a snipe, right, that would have been a good snipe. So I'm saying we go for 12, see what we can get. That 11 would have been a massive snipe for us. Right, let's see what we can get. Quick one. Until we get kicked out of the market, I'll say, or until we get a card, because I don't know what's going to happen sooner, but that 11k would have been a lovely snipe. Obviously, you've only got 1,750 as a bracket of profit there, but it means you can, if you cop it at 11k, still sell it on for 14 and make a decent amount. There are 12 250s there that I think we could probably push for 13 or 14, but we want to be safe, and we want to get potentially a new card that's not just kind of picked up on a whim. So, can we get it before we get kicked out? I do hope someone lists one. That 11k was a naughty snipe. I'm annoyed that we saw it and didn't get it, because that would have been lovely. We've got a 12 250 here. Can we compare price our way to an 11 500 or an 11 or anything of that matter? No, we can't. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you tomorrow.